Hey there all, hope you're doing well. So, today a couple things. One, I actually found a village, and we will be heading there after I show you what I've done with the mine. So, this is what I have, and I think it works. I was torn on the torches, because I wasn't sure if I wanted them down here or up here. I think they work fine up there. I do actually quite enjoy this look, keeping it simple. Usually I would put like stairs above me with a light source in the middle, but, well, can't exactly do that right now. So, now I just need to work on the rest. I've put down the floor going all the way down, but I need to figure out how I want to do I want to keep the same pattern with this, or do I want to do this just without the light? Because I don't know going down here if it'll work quite the same, you know? So that's a future me problem, but not a huge one. But I like the design and figure I'd show it off. But I was able to actually find a village, which was great. I don't know if it was just I didn't go in that direction or just didn't go far enough, but I found it fairly quickly. It's about 1,300 blocks that way. And I have the coordinates, and we just need to locate it. So that is the first thing we're going to do. Now, one thing I will be doing is that in the early updates of the game, like we're in now, the Nether doesn't have lava pockets, which is incredibly beneficial if you want to do something, you know, fairly sizable in the Nether, which I do want to do something in the Nether at some point. So that is the game plan there. I'll be digging out probably 3,000 or 4,000 blocks in one direction. Well, in every direction. Let's just double check 1 second. 172.12. Oh shoot, I need... might help if I have obsidian. But yeah, I'll be digging out about 3,000, 4,000 blocks in every direction in the Nether, because I want to be sure I don't have to worry about lava pockets. So that is definitely going to happen. And now, since we actually found a village and we have a second portal set up, we get to decorate it, because that is one of the requirements to updating to the next version. Which, as with the mine area, it's going to be fairly simple. Alrighty, so now that we have this built and set up now, we get to decorate. And one thing that drives me crazy right now is that you can't have a 3-wide portal. I've tried on many occasions. And sadly at this point, it's just not possible. So, what we're going to have to do, because I want to keep 3-wide portals for every portal in the future, is we'll have to design the Nether hub to where I can expand this by 1 block. So what we'll probably end up doing is adding 3 pieces of obsidian on the side that we'll be expanding. That way we can have that framework right in, kind of a deal. And I think that'll help. But now I just need to dig out the area and start the planning, which is... honestly, we'll probably just copy roughly what we did with the mine, so not a huge deal. I was honestly surprised that there wasn't more, like, lava oceans to go over. Very happy because shifting in the old updates is interesting. I wonder. Oh, come on. Oh, you jerk. Oh, come on. This is so mean. Bro. Oh, you just stay in the same spot for like a second. Or 2 at least. Alright, well, even though I was nailing nailing that. The ghast would not fall. So today's going to be a bit of a mixed bag. First, I did want to actually expand the base down here and see what we can come up with and kind of roughly figure out a game plan moving forward here. We got this area over here, which is kind of nice. I'm looking for some sort of like storage room-esque that's already built out. Well, that's nice. You have a second entrance. Okay. I can live with that. So if we put... At this point, we're not going to do anything like major with storage or any sort of thing. Might help if I don't get lost in my own storage area. Yeah, so we'll definitely have to set out some sort of path here, because I'm already kind of lost. So we'll figure out roughly where we want to put things. I think we'll start going in this direction, and we'll save the lower part of the cave for another time. Because, I mean, the caves stretch a lot more than I thought they would. So that'll be part of it, and then the other part will just be designing the nether hub we want to do for, or the nether path we want to do. Because one thing I want to do is have an actual, like, hub. And I really enjoyed what I did for the previous world, so I'll probably do something similar. And with that, what we'll probably do is build a rough tunnel right now, and then when I can get mini HUD installed, which lets me actually see a circle and lets me plan it out a bit easier, we'll change it into that. Like I said, I do want to stick to my rules at the moment of if I have portals in the nether, they have to be connected safely for me to travel between them. So I'm going to work on a couple things, you know, getting my stuff organized, because right now it's a hot mess. And this is where doing a rough storage system today would be a good idea. Because by golly do we need it. So I'm going to figure out a couple things, and then we will reconvene. So I wanted to add a little bit more to the nether tunnel. Now I have a design in mind, but I need sandstone. So let's head into the nether, and I will show you what I mean. First we will take the chicken egg, put it in here. Now I am on peaceful right now because while I was building this, I just didn't really want to bother with getting shot by gas. So just I guess a heads up, I'm not really sure. Either way. So right now we have, I don't really know how I want to do this. Now we have wood slabs up here on one side, and we have these stone brick slabs over here. I don't know which one I like better, or if I want to do something totally different like brick. We could also do nether brick, but I think that'll be too clashy. But I'm torn. I like the wood just because I think it works. But I'm not sure how, like, well this goes together. Now, this part over here, I'm basically just going to fill it in with the stone brick, because when we are able to actually get 3 wide portals, I can very easily just widen this without ruining any sort of design. And by the way, I've gone through so many pickaxes digging this. So many. Now, the obvious reason as to why I'm slabbing all of this is to prevent mobs. Even though I currently mess around in peaceful here and there, in the future I won't be doing that as much. So, either way, beside the point. I also just like it. Just put it simply. So I'm not sure if I want to put the slabs on top or what. Originally I had like iron bars or gates, or not gates, fences. But I really didn't like how they stuck to the side. So let's grab a few and we can run through some ideas. Oh, and good news, I did some mining in the mines. And I found a skeleton spawner. So I have now found all of these spawners, which is just fantastic. I was honestly worried I wouldn't find one Okay, so fences. And let's grab some bricks. But I have a lot of decorating to do for the Nether tunnel before we can actually update. So it's going to be an off-camera, in-between episodes deal. All right. So here is the game plan. Game plan, rough idea. Don't really know how you want to say it. I also just want to use a lot of these slabs because I think it's kind of cool when they switch over to petrified wood later on. The axe is nearly done. Okay, so let's get rid of some of these. I don't know. Like, I feel like I like it. It doesn't help that it's like what I'm focusing on. And so, like, it's obviously going to stand out a lot when I'm just focusing on it. I think what we'll do is we'll leave this here for now. And then we'll just come back to it and see if we're still feeling it. I'll probably leave it for an episode or two because I still got to build out, you know, all the outside parts, which is going to be a lot of mining to get through all of this. And yeah. But I'm thinking we're going to do something like this, which is one reason why I've mined up so much stone. Either just a one wide like that. And we could also do wood fences, but I don't know if... Oops. I mean, they should be okay, I would think. I almost prefer the bars, honestly. I feel... like in this case, I think the bars do more for it than the fences. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with the iron bars for now. And if people aren't a huge fan of it and prefer the fences, I have no problem either way, but I think for now those look better. Alright. So this is a general idea for what we're going to have. We're going to have the roof up here. Going to be very stone brick heavy, because that's like the easiest block to get, but on top of that, it's just a good looking block. Like that's the simplicity of it. It's just a good looking block. But the Nether is not our only focus. We're going to work on the actual rest of the base. Well, expanding it, I should say. So yeah, this is what I've been doing in between. The desert is all the way down here and to the right. So what I'm going to need to do is farm a lot. Now, the one thing I do know is that creepers and TNT is probably the best way to mine, because you just get more bang for your buck, even though, yeah, it's down. Oh, and actually, another fortress, which I, for some reason, forgot about. Yeah, we found another fortress. That's cool. So yeah, got that going on. Got to dig through this thing, and it's kind of interesting to be destroying this to make a tunnel through it, but I kind of like it. And there is a blaze spawner down one of these paths. Like, it's literally directly ahead of one of these. But I'm not too worried about it right now. That is a future me problem, not a present me problem. So, we are going to work on organizing and actually doing a storage area. Ah, see, that was my fear. I don't think I can use wood. I was hoping that I could use this and make sure it's not surrounded by fire. Does the nether rack set it on fire? I mean, if so, I'll put a floor underneath it that's just the stone. But does... Okay. I'm genuinely curious. Does that actually cause it to be set on fire just because it's like touching the netherrack. Like I said, I will farm all the stone needed to completely give me a solid floor if need be. There we go. Nothing happened. But yeah, I don't know if that's an actual thing, but since I literally just saw it burn up and there was no fire around, I feel like it's a possibility. I think more of the stuff would have burned if that was the real case, but I don't really know. Either way. Yeah, just wanted to show you this real quick, and we will head back in and start on planning some other stuff around here. Alrighty. So I don't need all this stone on me right now. Oh, and I did do a lot of farming for clay. So where'd you go? That's right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5 stacks of clay blocks. Either way. Yeah. So I did that. And I was able to get a good amount. But now down here, as you can see, I'm trying to lead grass into our domain, since I think a pop of green will do us very good. So what I'm thinking is, we're not going to go down just yet. However, is there anything... Okay, nothing here. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Okay, so one thing I did want to show real quick is how annoying lava is in early updates. So, for example, it doesn't dissipate. Like, it doesn't dissipate, man. So clearing lava in the nether, or any sort of like leaky thing, is a pain. That one was pretty easy, but yeah, for the most part, lava is a massive annoyance. All right, so we do have down here as an option, which I think could work well as a central hub. I think, what if we do this? So this can be like our central hub area, where I did like how I had the water feature in the previous base. I'm not sure if I want to do that here, because we can do like stairs or slabs going down, because slabs right now are the optimal way of moving up and down. That's just a fact. I've tested it multiple times. But I think for a storage room, I do like this area over here. Wait, was there an area, or was I just hallucinating? Hi, cow. Or was it just... Oh, I think it was... No, I was just hallucinating something. I do like this path, though. That'll definitely be something we work on in the future, but I want to work on storage. So we'll have to go down. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting time. Okay, so first off, let's get a determined path to go down here. All right. This is all going to be very bare bones and skeleton. Now what we can do is we could have a bridge-esque idea coming out here. So for example, something to this degree. And then we could do like that. What if we have... I don't know if I want to have a pillar in the middle of, you know, the area, though. I like the idea of having this be where you break off to go to the different areas. So, like, we can have a farming area, we can have the storage room, so on and so forth. So I do like the idea of this being where you congregate. So what's over here? Let's check over here real quick. So we have just a, okay, small little offshoot. Nothing too crazy. And, okay. So yeah, it looks like it only goes expanding that way and down here. Which, what does this open up to? Okay. I honestly love how, like, deep these caves can go and just branch off into all of it. It's awesome. I've always wanted to build a base like that. What's over here? Oh, this is where we drop down further. Okay. So what's over here? Oh, there's so many good things we can do. I love it. All right, so that goes further down. Do that. All right. So... all right, so here is what I'm thinking. Now, one thing I don't want to do is, like, destroy the cave too much. I mean, I don't mind shaping it a little bit, but I don't want to completely mold it into something different, because I just don't. I mean, I picked the cave base idea for the simple fact of I just think that's a really cool idea. Okay, so I don't think this will work. Not the way that I want it to, at least. I don't think I want the pillar in the middle. I wouldn't mind it on either side. So if you have, say, connectors right here. Now, I'm no bridge engineer by any stretch of the imagination. I feel like you wouldn't want to stagger the posts, so you wouldn't want to have like one right here. However, you might need to. Okay. So let's just put one right here for now. Well, see, I don't like that because that'll come down right in the middle. Okay, let's do this. All right, let's move. Let's just get rid of this entire thing. I like the idea that I'm going for, but the execution is a bit flawed. If we are coming from that direction, gonna have to do a little role play here. So first, we're gonna definitely need to clear up this area, which, ooh, all the pumpkins are grown. So we'd go down here and around there. So we'll have to figure out something for this. Because obviously I don't want to have it like this. Okay. So what we'll do, coming from that direction, we'll have to have like a spiral slabs or something. I'm not exactly sure. But I feel like a bridge here would be good. Or, actually, so if we move the dirt, switch the dirt out for stone. Since I have plenty of stone, you know, for now. Kind of broaden out this, fill in this, and we do like posts like this. Guide it around. How does that look? I think we might need to widen this side a touch. Okay. Now the path I think I want to have be grass. I like grass either surrounded by stone brick or just regular wood. So what we'll do is a little test, just for my own curiosity. I'm thinking the planks, for the simple fact that with it being an underground base, there's already going to be so much stone. I don't think we need to add more stone to the path. I don't think. And the perk right now is that there is literally only one kind of wooden planks. So I can use birch wood to actually get all that without, you know, worrying about getting specifically oak right now. I think we'll go with that. And we'll have the border of the planks, and then we'll have grass kind of be the center bit for now. We'll also be beautifying up this area and all that in the future, but right now I wanted to work on the expansion down here. We'll hop down, turn around. So in this case, what we would do, border is going to be wood. And then we can have grass all the way through here, which is going to be time consuming. Very time consuming. But then again, that's literally how it's all going to be. This should be a little wider though. I actually really like this idea. So we can have that there. And like I said, all of this will be turned to grass. Okay. So now where would we want the storage? Honestly, I think we should just put it right here. On this wall. I mean, if we think about it, I feel like that's the better option. So if we do, can't be right next to it. They can be above each other though. And with that, we could do slabs? No. Well, I was thinking that we could put like stairs above it, but obviously right now the stairs don't do what I want them to. So that's kind of not going to happen. But we can put them on, yeah, okay. Had to be sure we can actually put them on top of each other. So I think having, what, 3 rows? I think 3 rows would be solid. Okay, so then we can put one more over here. We'll have this be our turning corner. That's right, turning corner. Oh, the things we can store. Now we're going to need signage. That is going to be something we will need. I don't exactly know what I want the signage to be or how I want to organize everything. Since it has to be in groups of something. And I don't really know. But I like the idea. So if we switch out the stone brick here, or the stone for stone brick, I feel like that might be too much. I do want to have some more hidden lighting, so like pumpkins hidden by bushes and stuff like that, or leaves. But yeah, for right now, I'm definitely okay with stuff like that. I like something like that better than torches just hanging on a wall like that or on the floor. So something like this I'm okay with. But we could also put, like, inserted into here, we could have a jack-o'-lantern with some leaves covering it as well. But I actually really like that. What we might do, though, first let's change out this for stone brick. Consistency is key. Yeah, I actually really like that. Okay. So we'll put 2 more chests in each row. I think that'll be okay. The sorting I'm not going to bore you with on camera. But I think roughly the bottom stuff will be kind of bulk storage or something that you get a lot more of. So stone, dirt, probably netherrack is my guess. And then, you know, go from there. But that is the rough idea. And then we'll need to figure out how in the blazes we are going to get this to be nice. That is genuinely a mystery. I do not know. Because you need... So if we do that, but you need an extra block. So you need that. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be unique. Actually, hang on. Hold up. Widen up this area just a scotch. Stone brick is kind of my temporary block quite a bit right now. Okay. So what we might need to do is instead of trying to curve it this quickly, we can have it go here, turn around, and go down is probably the better option. I was hoping I could get away with it, but is not looking like the case. All right, go down here, around. I think we need to even go further this way somehow, I guess. Don't exactly know. It's very tight quarters to try to do this with slabs, which are notoriously not really good with tight quarters. Okay. So if I want to come down here, I wouldn't be able to. I would need to extend the bridge out, or the railing out to like right there. Roughly. So let's do a quick experiment. So I think what we'll need to do is widen this a scotch. And then we'll need to basically bring all of this out by 1. Actually, probably more. Okay. So we can do that, but I think what might be better is to go down here to the side and then walk off. I'm trying not to change too much of the cave, but I feel like at this point it's kind of inevitable. The universe granted me a very nice cave, but not the perfect cave. We have to make it the perfect cave. And I'm really hopeful that at the end of all this, it still looks good. Which might be asking a lot. From my very shoddy building skills. Okay, I actually really like the flow of that. So then from here, we would move this. we would move that. Yes. I mean, there's quite a bit of fine-tuning left to do, but I do like that idea. All of this can go. And we might keep, or we just might dig it over here. I was very determined to be sure that I can come down from this angle. Or close enough to it. Okay. Awesome. So it does move nicely up the stairs. Yeah, it's going to take some kind of just trial and error, mess around and find out kind of thing, just to see what's the best way to really do it. But I think we are on to something. Well, I hope so. So before we end off for the day, let's put the rest of the chests up here. Okay. And slabs. So we can do that. But is it worth it? That's the question. I don't think it really makes it look better. Now, while I know this is incredibly simple, I do think it looks good. I see something in the future. And I like where things are going. We got different areas to expand to. Try out different things and stuff and ideas. Ooh. More area. But I am quite excited. And hopefully you're looking forward to it too. Alrighty. But with all of that said, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you for checking it out. I do greatly appreciate it. And please do take care of yourself. And hopefully I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.